Welcome to Rise Unwind. Every week on our show, we bring you lifestyle tips, tricks, and more from all the people who know it best. And this week, we have this.
Their parents have their children on their shoulders, and they're up there going like, yeah, shout, shout. And you're like, dude, you're like 9 years old. How is this happening? You know, it literally is the best feeling ever to know that your music has transcended.
I used to be a wedding DJ for many, many years, and I've seen.
Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. Yeah,
exactly.
I would say the wedding DJ, that probably makes or breaks the wedding the most. I mean, the music is like the most important, one of the most important things.
And beyond that, I always ended up being like the MC, making sure everything is flowing throughout the night. And I actually didn't realize before having a wedding venue how much the DJ does. Yeah.
Well, full disclosure, I'm from Dallas, Texas, so my family are big Cowboys fans. And I have to say the heart and the community of Buffalo and Bills fandom will suck you right in, because if you have a passion for any team, you can relate to this movie. So rest assured your girlfriend can be at ease.
Yeah, you don't need to be a Bills fan. You don't even need to be a football fan to enjoy this movie. I mean, it's really about family. It's about love. It's about the holidays. And it's a sweet movie. It's funny. And I think anybody can enjoy it, even if they're not, all that obsessed with football. But if you're a fan of anything,
The frames are designed to stay in adjustment. Take a look at this. They bend and pop right back into shape, and they're stronger and more corrosion resistant than regular standard metals.
It is the first of its kind home oven that reaches an incredible 750 degrees, delivering restaurant-style pizza in as little as 2 minutes.
All that and more on Rise and Unwind.
If it feels like trust is in short supply these days, you're not imagining it. But here's the twist. Most people still believe their communities can bounce back. Allstate is putting real money behind that idea with a $5 million commitment aimed at helping nonprofits rebuild their connections. Here with us is Louise Packard, Allstate's Director of Thought Leadership, to explain how all of this works. Louise, it's good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. What's the core issue here, and why is rebuilding trust such a big deal with communities right now?
Trust is essential to the health and resilience of communities, but unfortunately, as you said, trust is in decline. Recent Allstate research shows just 41% of Americans trust one another, consistent with a broader decline in trust we've seen over the last 3 decades. And we know that trust is what enables community support. People who say they are more trusting of others are also more likely to help others, which creates a culture of care and mutual aid. This is important to Allstate because trust starts locally. Initiatives that build trust in our neighborhoods, schools, and nonprofit organizations are what lay the groundwork for broader societal resilience and unity. But as you mentioned, there is good news. And the good news is that 74% of Americans are optimistic about the future of their local community. And community trust builds national strength. High degrees of local and individual trust are tied to really positive outcomes like a more prosperous economy, stronger, healthier democracy, more civic engagement, and social cohesion.
How does this new Trust in Practice program help turn optimism into actual on-the-ground action?
The Trust in Practice Awards support nonprofit organizations finding new and innovative ways to tackle this issue in their communities. Selected organizations will receive a minimum of $100,000 up to $1 million to accelerate their efforts.
What kind of projects or partnerships really fit the spirit of these grants?
Well, we're looking to the organizations to be really innovative about what projects they submit. The partnerships is where it's key. We're looking for applications to be submitted by one lead nonprofit organization that can demonstrate how they're partnering with at least 2 other nonprofit organizations to drive local trust. This can be things like volunteering across intergenerations. It can be bringing different groups together to talk about their differences or other types of civic engagement.
And beyond grants, what are the everyday things people can do to help bring trust back?
Well, helping rebuild trust also helps ourselves. High levels of trust are associated with greater community satisfaction, more social interactions, and a willingness to work despite differences. And as you mentioned, those everyday actions are key. Again, volunteering, lending a neighbor a helping hand, or something as simple as having a conversation with someone you normally wouldn't. While these actions seem small, they create something much greater, which is a strong social fabric, unity, and really strong community ties.
Where should nonprofits head if they want full details or want to apply?
Visit the Alliance for Social Trust website. The Alliance for Social Trust is an initiative of Allstate and Aspen Institute. The website is where you can find our grant application as well as stories of local trust building to draw some inspiration from.
Louise Packard, thank you so much for all of that information and for joining us today.
Thanks again.
If your holiday calendar is packed but your menu is still blank, you're not alone. Between family dinners, work get-togethers, and last-minute drop-ins, it can feel like you need a whole second kitchen to keep up. Well, celebrity chef Jamie Gwen is here with clever shortcuts, smart pantry moves, and a few fun upgrades to make the holidays entertaining a lot easier. Jamie, it's great to have you.
Hey, Avi, thank you for having me. Yeah, let's plan that menu, shall we?
Yeah. So when we're stocking the pantry for the season, what are the go-to staples that make it easier to pull off holiday meals without any stress?
I'm glad you asked because my pantry is my go-to. Whether you're planning your holiday feast, stocking up, or doing a refresh, maybe you're making a quick meal on a busy weeknight, Bush's recipe beans are a holiday lifesaver. So they're grown, cooked, and canned right here in America. And as a family-owned, bean-obsessed company, Bush's takes pride in delivering the same premium quality beans that they serve at their own table. Now, I love them because they're reliable, they're delicious, of course, and they're endlessly versatile. So during the holidays, I use Bush's cannellini beans for a cozy white bean and ham bone soup, which I love. They're butter beans for my Marry Me Butter Beans recipe. And I always keep Bush's black beans on hand. My kiddo loves them. Makes a great quick quesadilla. It's really flavorful, comforting meal prep made wonderfully easy, right?
You've also brought some serious kitchen tech to the table. What appliances or tools really changed the game for home cooks this time of year?
This is truly innovative. I will tell you, as a professional chef, I want my appliances to work as hard as I do, especially at the holidays. So check it out. This is the new Frigidaire Gallery range with stone-baked pizza mode. It is a game changer for holiday cooking and year-round. It is the first of its kind home oven that reaches an incredible 750 degrees, delivering restaurant-style pizza in as little as 2 minutes. It's that extra 200 degrees over standard ovens, giving you perfectly blistered crust, the bubbly cheese we all love. So I made a prosciutto and fig pizza, drizzled it with some honey, but check out the crust, right? So crispy and beautiful at that high heat. But this range does far more than pizza. You can also air fry delicious wings for football. You can steam bake, slow cook, proof bread, even dehydrate. It is truly the ultimate all-in-one entertainer's oven. It's amazing.
No party works without great snacks. What are some simple but impressive snack ideas you're loving for the holiday guest?
How did you know I was a snacker? Yes. How about a snack that doubles as a holiday recipe hero? Sahali Snacks glazed mixes are my secret weapon for instantly elevated holiday snacking and serving. I am just slightly or more so addicted. So they start with premium nuts that are always dry roasted. They're never oil roasted. So the flavor's pure, the texture's unbelievably crisp. Then they blend in dried fruits and spices and globally inspired ingredients. You get these incredible layers of sweet and savory notes. They're non-GMO, gluten-free, and kosher, which makes entertaining easier for everyone. And I love adding Sahali to a salad in place of a crouton, or think about upgrading your pecan pie with their maple pecans. So good. There are so many interesting and delicious flavors. This is my go-to snack.
And for people who want to dig into more of your recipes, tips, and entertaining ideas, where should they go?
Well, thank you for asking. You can find all the recipes heard about and details too at bushbeans.com, frigidaire.com, and sahalisnacks.com. And of course, I hope you'll follow my shameless daily gluttony on social at Chef Jamie Gwen.
Chef Jamie Gwen, thank you so much for your time. That was delicious, to say the least.
Thank you, Avi. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for having me.
Ever wonder if you're leaving benefits on the table at the end of the year? Vision coverage is one people forget about, even though an eye exam can reveal way more than just blurry text. Joining us to break it down is Mike Bako, consumer trends and wellness analyst, with a look at what's new in everyday eyewear. Mike, it's good to have you.
Good to be with you. Thanks for having me.
So Mike, why should people take action on their vision benefits right now before the year ends?
Yeah, that year end is kind of staring us all in the face as we all think about the holidays and gifting, but let's think about our health for a moment. And vision benefits are often underused. So right now is the perfect time to use them before they expire. So whether you wear glasses like me, contacts, or even nothing at all, that annual eye exam is going to be one of the most valuable appointments that you can make before the year wraps up.
What makes eye exams such a powerful tool for catching bigger health issues?
You could not have said it better. It's a powerful tool that a lot of people are not utilizing. And when it comes to a comprehensive eye exam, it's more than just checking your sight. It's a window into your overall health. So if you go to an eye doctor, they can detect up to 270 different underlying health conditions. So that's everything from diabetes and high blood pressure to things like heart disease, real serious issues. And yet, even with all this information, many Americans, millions of Americans, let these benefits go unused every year.
And I see that great picture next to you, Mike. Let's talk about it. Flexon frames are known for bending and bouncing back. What's the innovation behind that?
Yeah, it's definitely innovation, and Flexon uses a memory metal originally discovered by, wait for it, NASA. It makes the frame so durable, and unlike regular metal glasses, you can bend, flex, and twist them, and they really return to their original shape. And what's great is, as a dad of two, I'm always on the run. So this is really important to me when I'm wearing these frames. So whether we're on a hike or playing in the park, running around playing sports, they're really engineered to handle whatever life's challenges throw at them. And as you can see here, I'm wearing these rectangular frames in gunmetal. They've become one of my favorites. But what I love about Flexon is that there are so many easy-to-wear shapes and color options. The frames are designed to stay in adjustment. Take a look at this. They bend and pop right back into shape, and they're stronger and more corrosion resistant than regular standard metals. They're also super lightweight and comfortable. Let's talk a little bit about pricing. Flexon frames start at $194 and they go up to $332. They also have an array of color options in gold, gunmetal, coffee brown, and matte metal tones with shapes for your face like rectangular, round, and square. So there's really something for everyone.
After 3 decades, what keeps Flexon such a trusted brand?
It really comes down to the innovative resilience. That's what's made Flexon a trusted name for more than 30 years, with millions of frames sold and an unmatched reputation for reliability, really sets them apart. And you can find all the details about Flexon on Flexon.com. And importantly, use the Find a Retailer section to show the nearest store with Flexon frames. And plus, you could use your unused vision benefits towards your new frames.
So folks wanting more information, you said Flexon.com?
Flexon.com is where I would start, and then use the Find a Retailer section, and that'll show you the nearest store with Flexon frames.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mike Bako, for hanging out with us and giving us all that helpful information at the end of the year.
Thanks for having me.
Now, full disclosure, my girlfriend's a Cowboys fan, so I probably shouldn't be out here talking about love stories that include the Bills, but here we are. Ever wonder what happens when holiday magic and football fandom collide? There's a brand new Hallmark movie that leans all the way into Bill's Mafia traditions, family, neighbors, and a love story that's been brewing since childhood. Holland, Roden, and Matthew Daddario star in Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story. It's a sweet story set right in the shadow of Highmark Stadium. Holland, Matthew, welcome to the show. How are you two?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm trying my best not to get in trouble with my girlfriend for talking about this, but I hear that it blends Christmas traditions with the world of Buffalo Bills. What excited you both about telling a love story in such a unique setting?
Well, full disclosure, I'm from Dallas, Texas, so my family are big Cowboys fans. And I have to say, the heart and the community of Buffalo and Bills fandom will suck you right in, because if you have a passion for any team, you can relate to this movie. So rest assured your girlfriend can be at ease.
Yeah, you don't need to be a Bills fan. You don't even need to be a football fan to enjoy this movie. I mean, it's really about family. It's about love. It's about the holidays. And it's a sweet movie. It's funny. And I think anybody can enjoy it, even if they're not, all that obsessed with football. But if you're a fan of anything, you kind of get what it's like to be a fan of a team. So I think I think people who enjoy anything will enjoy this.
All right, your characters, Morgan and Gabe, they've been lifelong friends. How did you approach that, friends who might be a little bit more dynamic?
I try to approach it as naturally as possible, where it's how you act with your friends. And then there's this like twinkle. There's not like a really hard turn. It's gradual when you think, is there something like I should be seeing here that's I'm not? And so, certain family members see it, as well as potentially everybody on the Bills sees it. And that's sort of the running joke throughout the movie.
I mean, my character is a slightly different thing because at the start of the movie, I'm not going to get into what happens at the end. You got to watch. But in the start of the movie, he knows he loves his old friend. So then the question is, okay, how is he going to be able to say that to her? How is he going to be able to reveal that? And he struggles with that throughout the film. So for him, it was about that kind of, not unrequited love. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it when you love someone that you're supposed to just be friends with, but you don't know how to tell them?
Unrequited love.
Unrequited love. Sure, why not? So that's it's a different approach. But they're family friends. They enjoy each other's company and they get along well. So it's kind of easy. But that little extra part, well, that's tough.
All right, the Bills Mafia shows up in a really big way in this film. What was it like filming on location in Hallmark Stadium and working alongside actual players and coaches?
We're here right now, and I was just telling Matt earlier before we got on interviews today, I was like, this is our last day of a NFL team just, having this casual open door to anything we want to do in this stadium. And that is not lost on us, that they've been incredibly kind and just really have treated us like family. But we're aware that's not normal. It's been amazing.
Yeah, and we got to, we had a number of players in the film who all did an excellent job. And I mean that honestly. They all got a laugh in the movie. And you caught a pass from Jim Kelly on the football field, which is pretty, I'm a little jealous because he didn't throw it to me. So, but that's, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
There's also a really touching mystery at the heart of the story, including a decades-old Christmas gift. What can you share about that emotional thread and how it ties everything together?
Joey Pantoliano, we were so lucky that he lent his vulnerability and rawness to this character, because there is a secret Santa that's 50 years old that we haven't solved, and he's getting gifts every single year. So there's a bit of a scavenger hunt amongst the romance, or will they or won't they, and the football mania, the Bills Mafia.
Yeah. And I think that it's a story. I was particularly touched by the story that your uncle, Joey plays your uncle, it's kind of a touching story that I think a lot of people can relate to. And maybe if they remember their grandparents, I don't know what I can give away, but it's he gave up a certain aspect of his life in order to take care of his family, and it's quite touching. And Joey really does an excellent job of capturing that. So it was really nice to work with him, and it was really nice to work on a film that has that kind of a meaningful storyline in it.
Hey, I want to thank you two for joining me this morning. You can catch Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story, right now on Hallmark Channel, and it's streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. Thank you two for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You ever wonder what it takes to turn a quiet stretch of countryside into a one-of-a-kind escape? That's exactly what Matt Baumgartner did at June Farms, a 120-acre retreat in New York's Hudson Valley, where animals, weddings, and big personalities all pretty much come together. It's a setting for a new unscripted series on Prime Video capturing the beauty, the mayhem, and the heart behind farm life. Matt joins us now from New York to share what it's really like. Welcome to the show, Matt. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Dan. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for having me.
All right, can you take us back to the beginning? How did this idea of June Farms actually come to life?
So I had been in the restaurant world my whole life, and I thought it'd be a good idea to raise beef and pork for the restaurants that I had. I bought 120 acres, bought some cows, bought some pigs, and then quickly realized, within a year, I didn't like the harvesting of the animals, and then decided to turn the farm into a place that people can then come visit. And then we built some cabins. We started doing weddings. So the place is really it's like an agritourism farm where you just show up, you can walk around. It's a beautiful, the nature of it all is very beautiful, and the animals are really happy. It's just a feel-good property that people can come visit and, again, have their weddings at.
And the series that you have gives viewers a front row seat of the ups, the downs, and the day-to-day life of running a farm.
Correct.
What moment surprised you once the cameras did start rolling?
I mean, I've never been on a reality show before, so that is a lot. I guess I was most surprised by how much I'm probably speaking for the other staff members, of how much we connected with the camera crew and the production side of it. I mean, it was really unexpected. And, the day they left, there was like 50 or 75 people that walked away, and it felt like my family was leaving. We all became so close. That was really a wonderful thing that I didn't see coming. And then I guess the other side would just be how the nerves of knowing that the world was going to see the behind the scenes of the venues side of weddings was very nerve-wracking to me. But you can't really keep up the pretense of like trying to make everything perfect all the time. And I think viewers are really going to love that that they see it from that side of the venue.
And you've got a team of unique personalities working alongside you.
We do.
How would you describe the chemistry on the farm?
I would say the chemistry on the farm is like a family. I mean, everyone gets along really well. They fight hard. They love hard. I think going through the challenges of trying to execute all these weddings are bonding experiences. And I think because I'm so, I'll use the word difficult to work with sometimes, I think they all kind of bond in knowing that they have to all behave in a certain way to kind of do right by me and to execute these weddings in a way that we have to. We have to make these people happy. It's a lot of pressure. They've spent a lot of money on these weddings, and them leaving happy is the number one thing that I make happen.
At its core, what do you hope people take away from watching June Farms?
I hope they take away that they want to have their weddings there, that they want to come stay in the cabins there. And I hope that they see that the show really is about someone who cares about the farm and cares about the people who I work with, and that there's a lot of love there. And that I hope that they see that the challenges of trying to execute weddings are real, and that sometimes it's a perfect balance of chaos and love, and it's also a lot of fun.
I used to be a wedding DJ for many, many years, and I've seen.
Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. Yeah,
exactly.
I would say the wedding DJ, that probably makes or breaks the wedding the most. I mean, the music is like the most important, one of the most important things.
And beyond that, I always ended up being like the MC, making sure everything is flowing throughout the night. And I actually
didn't realize before having a wedding venue how much the DJ does.
Yeah.
There's a lot you guys have to do, like for dinner, something like during the ceremony. A lot of times, obviously the dancing, all the requests.
Absolutely. One of my favorite lines,
it's crazy.
Whenever I'm talking to a bride and they're setting up a wedding or something, I always say, who is your J-Lo? That is the question I use forever. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, the one person that I could turn to, and not talking to you, to get everything back together if need be. So who is your side one person? Who is your J-Lo?
Great question.
That's the great question.
I'm going to start using that.
You use it. Please do.
Yeah.
Okay. And for anybody that wants to see more or even plan a visit, where can they go for more information?
Prime Video.
You can watch all episodes of June Farms now streaming on Prime Video. I want to thank you for joining me today, Matt.
Thank you for having me, Dan. It's been my pleasure.
Let's talk music, because I am so excited about our next guest. You know those bands that didn't just soundtrack a moment, but they shaped whole entire chapters of your life? Well, for me in high school, this band was a major part of those formative years. And to this day, when I hear a certain Dr. Feelgood, it still gives me all the feel-goods. Mötley Crüe is celebrating 45 years and bringing back their legendary Carnival of Sins tour for 2026. Today we have drummer Tommy Lee with us to talk about the band's wild ride and what fans can expect this time around. Tommy, welcome. So thrilled to have you.
Hello, good morning.
So, Tommy, this tour, it marks 45 years of Mötley Crüe and the return of Carnival of Sins. Why did this feel like the right moment to bring this tour back?
Well, because it was insane when it happened, and there's so many new fans and that never really got a chance to see it. And I was just telling somebody else this, and our music has transcended generations, and there will be so many people that are coming to see this for the first time. So, let's bring it back and let's show them what they missed.
That sounds good to me. And speaking of spanning generations, your fan base, me included. Why do you think that connection is so strong after all these years?
I don't know. I really don't. There's some magic there. There's, I was telling somebody else, there's nothing cooler than that. Like, I think after the movie The Dirt came out, I got so many emails from people going like, "Oh my God, is that what it was? Is that really what it was like?" And I think there's a bunch of stuff out there, during our career and our lives that just don't happen anymore, and they never will. So I guess I don't know where I'm going with this, but there's nothing cooler. There's not a better feeling for an artist to look out in the crowd and see, their parents have their children on their shoulders, and they're up there going like, "Yeah, shout, shout," and you're like, "Dude, you're like 9 years old. How is this happening?" It literally is the best feeling ever to know that your music has transcended, and these new people are coming in and they're seeing it for the first time, and it's mind blowing.
I love that. So fans still talk about the original Carnival of Sins tour. Are there any parts of that huge over-the-top production that are coming back, or what's brand new for this tour this next year?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're deep in pre-production now. This one's going to take a lot of time because, as usual, every time we go out, it's a spectacle, and people expect us to bring something that they've never seen before. So we have a heavy load on our shoulders, but we're talking, like I said, we're in pre-production and talking about different musical ideas and production ideas, and there's some new technology out there that we're going to bring, and we're going to bring it like we always do.
Heck yes. Tickets for the return of the Carnival Sins tour are on sale now. You can find dates, details, and the full tour lineup at Mötley.com. Thank you so much, Tommy.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thanks for watching Rise Unwind. Please visit us on our website at riseunwindtv.com. Follow us on our socials and subscribe to our YouTube at Rise Unwind. And thanks for tuning in. You take care, and we'll see you next week.